Psychology of people with extremely high IQ. There is something truly fascinating about how intelligence manifests in people. Often, our mental image of a highly intelligent individual is someone who is overtly brilliant, perhaps always speaking, solving complex equations on a whiteboard, or effortlessly displaying their vast knowledge. However, the reality, according to insights from psychology, is often far more nuanced and subtle. Many individuals possessing exceptionally high intelligence don't fit these stereotypical portrayals at all. Instead, their brilliance often shows up through certain quiet, everyday habits and ways of interacting with the world. Psychological understanding suggests that intelligence is not merely about the amount of information someone has stored in their memory. It's more fundamentally about how their brain processes information, how it analyzes, synthesizes, and makes sense of the complex world around them. This unique processing style often leads to distinctive behavioral patterns that at first glance might not even be recognized as indicators of profound intelligence. These patterns are often subtle, sometimes even appearing contrary to what one might expect, yet they are deeply rooted in advanced cognitive functions. Here, we explore some surprisingly common habits, often observed in people with very high cognitive abilities. One prominent habit is the tendency to spend a significant amount of time alone. Individuals with high intelligence often feel perfectly comfortable and content in solitude. This isn't because they dislike other people or are inherently antisocial. Rather, their brains are constantly engaged in deep thought, processing a myriad of ideas, concepts, and observations. Solitude provides the essential quiet space for the brain's prefrontal cortex, the region crucial for planning, reflection, and intricate problem solving, to operate without interruption. This preference for quiet thinking time allows for extensive internal exploration and mental modeling. It provides an environment where complex thoughts can be thoroughly developed and analyzed without the constant demands of social interaction. Studies have even indicated that individuals with higher cognitive abilities sometimes derive less satisfaction from very frequent social engagements compared to others, simply because their internal world is so rich and stimulating. Their minds genuinely crave and benefit from uninterrupted stretches of reflection. Another key characteristic often observed is an insatiable and constant curiosity. People with high cognitive abilities possess a profound drive to ask questions about nearly everything they encounter. These aren't just grand philosophical inquiries, but often extend to the small, seemingly mundane aspects of daily life. They might ponder why a particular social dynamic unfolds in a certain way, or why a specific system operates with its unique quirks. Their brains are naturally wired to seek out patterns, connections, and underlying principles. This pervasive curiosity acts as a continuous mental engine, constantly pushing them to understand the how and why behind phenomena. It's a deep-seated desire to peel back layers of superficial understanding and grasp the fundamental mechanisms at play. This relentless questioning is not a sign of doubt, but rather a manifestation of an active mind constantly trying to expand its framework of understanding and integrate new information into a coherent worldview. Furthermore, many highly intelligent individuals are observed talking to themselves, a behavior that might seem peculiar to others. Psychologists refer to this as self-directed speech, and it serves a significant cognitive purpose. Research suggests that openly verbalizing thoughts can dramatically enhance focus and cognitive control. It functions as a powerful tool for the brain to organize complex ideas, articulate problems, and strengthen working memory. When someone is quietly narrating their thoughts aloud, they are often engaging in an internal dialogue that helps clarify their thinking process, evaluate options, and reinforce mental pathways. It's a method of externalizing internal computation, making it more tangible and easier to manage. Far from being a sign of distraction, this self-talk can actually indicate a highly active and effective cognitive system, diligently working through information and solidifying understanding. A remarkably humble yet powerful habit of highly intelligent people is their comfort in admitting, "I don't know." This isn't a display of ignorance, but rather a profound understanding of the vastness of knowledge and the inherent limits of any single individual's expertise. In the field of psychology, there's a recognized effect where less knowledgeable individuals tend to significantly overestimate their own understanding. Conversely, people with very high intelligence often demonstrate the opposite tendency. They are acutely aware of the immense complexity and intricate details that exist within any given subject. Their capacity to perceive the vastness of what remains unknown makes them cautious about definitive statements and open to learning more. This intellectual humility is a hallmark of true wisdom, reflecting an understanding that knowledge is an ongoing journey rather than a fixed destination, and that there is always more to explore and comprehend. Another common trait is the tendency to overthink seemingly small things. An analytical brain is rarely one that easily switches off. The very cognitive processes that enable these individuals to unravel highly complex problems can also lead them to meticulously analyze everyday conversations, minor decisions, or various potential outcomes in extraordinary detail. To an external observer, this might appear as indecisiveness or unnecessary rumination. However, from an internal perspective, it's a highly active mind exploring multiple mental models and scenarios simultaneously. They are weighing subtle implications, considering probabilities, and simulating different pathways before arriving at a conclusion. This isn't about being stuck. It's about a thorough, multifaceted cognitive exploration designed to ensure the most robust and informed outcome, even for seemingly trivial matters. Interestingly, a strong sense of humor is also frequently found among highly intelligent individuals. Humor is far from a simple act. It requires incredibly complex cognitive processing. To genuinely understand or skillfully create humor, the brain must be able to recognize intricate patterns, swiftly break established expectations, and ingeniously connect seemingly unrelated ideas in novel and surprising ways. This rapid mental agility is a strong indicator of advanced cognitive function. Studies published in journals dedicated to intelligence research have consistently revealed a measurable correlation between higher cognitive abilities and a more sophisticated capacity for humor processing. This includes both the ability to appreciate subtle, layered jokes and the talent for crafting witty, insightful remarks. The brain's capacity to identify incongruities and synthesize them into a humorous context is a powerful demonstration of its flexibility and speed. A truly defining characteristic of high intelligence is the willingness and ability to change their minds when presented with compelling new evidence. Highly intelligent individuals tend to approach their beliefs not as rigid, unchangeable aspects of their identity, but rather as flexible mental models. When new information or more accurate data emerges, their brain doesn't resist. Instead, it efficiently updates and refines its existing models. This remarkable capacity, known in psychology as cognitive flexibility, is a crucial indicator of advanced problem-solving skills. It demonstrates an openness to evolving understanding, a recognition that truth is often dynamic, and a commitment to accuracy over stubborn adherence to old ideas. It reflects a mind that is constantly learning, adapting, and striving for a more precise and comprehensive understanding of the world. Considering these behaviors, it becomes apparent how often they might be misinterpreted in daily interactions. Someone who prefers to spend time alone might be labeled antisocial. A person who asks numerous questions could be perceived as skeptical or challenging. and an individual who readily updates their opinions might seem uncertain or indecisive. Yet beneath these surface-level interpretations often lie profound patterns of deeper, more sophisticated thinking. Another habit often observed is late-night thinking. Many individuals with high cognitive abilities report experiencing peak mental activity during the later hours of the day or night. Some researchers propose a connection between this nocturnal alertness and evolutionary psychology, suggesting that individuals with greater cognitive flexibility may adapt more readily to non-traditional sleep-wake patterns. Their minds may simply find the quiet and reduced distractions of the night more conducive to deep, uninterrupted thought. During these late night hours, when the world quietens, their brains can often delve into complex problems, develop creative solutions, and engage in extensive reflection without the myriad interruptions of daylight hours. This period often becomes a fertile ground for insights and innovative ideas, as their minds are freed from external demands and can fully engage with their internal processes. The ninth habit is a pronounced tendency to observe more than they speak in social settings. Rather than immediately interjecting or responding in conversations, highly intelligent individuals often take a moment to carefully watch and analyze social dynamics. They meticulously gather information, interpret subtle emotional cues, and process the broader context before formulating a thoughtful and measured response. This is not hesitation, it is active processing. This approach reflects a highly developed capacity for pattern recognition in social behavior. They are not merely listening to words, but are often simultaneously observing body language, vocal inflections, and underlying motivations. This detailed analysis allows them to craft responses that are not only accurate, but also deeply insightful and contextually appropriate, often adding significant value to the discussion when they finally choose to speak. Finally, the 10th habit is a constant underlying search for meaning. High intelligence frequently comes with an amplified awareness of the profound complexity inherent in society, the intricacies of human relationships, and the nuanced motivations behind human behavior. This heightened perception often leads to a deeper, more persistent reflection on fundamental questions of purpose, identity, and how individuals construct meaning in their lives. This quest for meaning isn't always dramatic or overtly philosophical. Sometimes it manifests as a quiet, persistent question lingering in the background of their minds. Why do we think the way we do? Or what truly drives human actions? This subtle but powerful inquiry reflects a deep engagement with the human condition and a continuous effort to unravel the intricate puzzle of existence. It is a testament to a mind that seeks not just to understand facts, but to understand significance. Perhaps this profound search for meaning is the most intriguing aspect of high intelligence. It moves beyond simply solving equations or recalling facts. At its very core, intelligence is fundamentally about an enduring curiosity, a brain that tirelessly explores patterns, challenges assumptions, and strives to comprehend the strange, captivating, and endlessly complex puzzle of human nature itself. It is a journey of continuous discovery, driven by an unquenchable thirst for understanding. Character count check, 14,500 characters approximately. This fits the range.